Breaking news from LEGO City. Reports of a large magnitude earthquake are coming into the station as footage emerges that contains some very severe damage. As can be seen in this clip and the next, citizens in distress from the sudden quake had little to no time to evacuate. There are reports coming in that our very own geologist, Greg Graphite, was in LEGO City for his annual mineral observations. We are excited to report that we have received an update that shows the emergence of Batman looking over the city, looking what seems to appear as poised to save civilians who could not evacuate in time. We are now receiving word that Greg is in fact okay, with all thanks to LEGO City's own vigilante, Batman. Footage has also surfaced from his GoPro of the rescue of Greg in what appears to be the ruins of the city. Horrific images and what looks like billions of dollars of damage will be shown on your screens now, and we can hope that there will be no further aftershocks. We will return from the break with further updates. Head on down to the Demo Derby of the Decade in your very own hometown, LEGO City. Back from the break, we can see our very own, seemingly unscathed, Greg, who will now report from the site of the quake. Over to you, Greg. Thanks, Mark. Pretty serious stuff here. More than expected for my only vacation day of the year, by the way. Yes, now could you tell us more about the root cause of something this severe? Well, I'm pretty shaken up and... Greg, we were hoping for your expert analysis? Sure, well, earthquakes occur mostly on tectonic plate boundaries and faults, which LEGO City happens to sit right on top of. This release of energy comes in waves and many different types of waves. What you see here of the wreckage is a result of mostly surface waves from the quake, as well as the aftershocks we just experienced. The magnitude and intensity of this are still unknown since it is my day off, but in the coming minutes I would likely confirm my Richter scale supported assumption of around a 7 to a 7.5. The intensity is clearly severe as the footage shows, as most of LEGO City's buildings are decades old and far behind the current engineering and building standards. Are there no warning signs for this? Typically, we can use periodicity to get the window of a few years, but there is no way to pinpoint exactly when this release of energy will occur. That's great, Greg. In an exciting turn of events, Batman has agreed to do an exclusive interview with us. Down to you, Batman. Yeah, well, I was enjoying lunch on my favorite rooftop and felt a little shaking. Luckily for Greg, who seemed oddly squeamish, I was ready. Thanks. Well, it seems Batman has cut his mic, so we will now switch to the chopper footage of first responders and disaster relief cleanup. It has luckily been confirmed that the aftershocks have ceased and the foundations of the remaining buildings are in fact on concrete, which is much safer than those built on soil. We can now go to Jake Jacobson, LEGO City construction foreman of over 2 whole months. Hey, yeah, this is great. Well, not great, but I've never been on the news. Anyway, earthquakes of this magnitude are rare, so cleanup like this is very infrequent. But I've had my fair share of the hundreds of thousands of teeny tiny ones that happen every year. We will now cut to perhaps one of the most rare images in LEGO City history, as you will see Greg with not only someone important, but someone famous, like that of Batman. That seems to be all for tonight. I'm Mark Magnitude, and we will see you next time someone breaks their LEGO set. Goodbye and good night.